Hi, my name is Ben Karpinski. I am the Creative Director here at Retroactive Agency, and I'm responsible for documenting Hobbo's Biogen journey. So that's from conceptualizing to filming to editing, and of course, narrating.
Hi, I'm Mike Sharman, MD of Retroactive Agency, and I'm the discoverer of Hobbo, so to speak.
That's right, when Biogen were looking to create a very real story of health and wellness, Mike answered the call by suggesting Hobbo and transforming him from the worst shape of his life all the way to becoming a half Ironman participant.
Let's be honest, it was a pretty audacious idea, and at the same time it was also pretty serendipitous to align Biogen with Hobbo and for Hobbo to act as this foil for a lot of South Africa's health issues.
So after 3 months of Hobbo making great progress on his Biogen journey, we thought that we'd give you a behind-the-scenes look as to how the videos are made, more into the profile of the people helping Hobbo, and of course more of Hobbo himself.
So let's do this. Welcome to the...
I've got one new Instagram follower this morning. Very excited about it.
Okay, who is she?
Your girlfriend.
So while Ben's not here, he's not the best at keeping time. He's always a bit late, but I think this is how these creative people are.
This is the best part of filming at Hobbo's house. Ninja. Exhibitionist. How did Mike sell it to you? How did Mike sell you being involved in this thing?
So essentially it was a pitch that Mike sold to me, that he said, "Do you mind if I use pictures and whatever to pitch this idea?" And I said, "Sure, no problem, whatever. If it works, it works." And then about a month later, he phoned me and said, "Okay, they're keen. Biogen are keen. Are you still keen on doing it?" And at that stage, I didn't know what I was doing. So I said, "Well, what do I have to do?" And he said, "You've got to do a half Ironman next year, June." And I was like, "Geez, I don't know if I can do that." But yeah, here we are, a third of the way into the journey, and yeah, quite confident I will be able to do it by then.
Something to bear in mind is that Hobbo really was in poor shape when we first got in touch with him with this project. He was 130 kilograms. The diet was worrying. The exercise habits were kind of non-existent. So he needed a fair amount of help. So we couldn't just say, okay, you're going to start here, you're going to end half Ironman here. There were so many different steps that had to be taken in consideration. And for that, we had to assemble a real all-star team, so to speak, to help him out. Starting on the food side. So this is Ruth. She is a clinical nutritionist. Is that right?
Sorry, but I'm lots of other things too.
So her job is probably the toughest. She's got to worry about Hobbo's diet.
If you ask any of us, what do you do during the day?
So this is how all the sessions start here with Ruth. We have a bit of chit chat and banter, and then Hobbo really clams up when I put the camera on him.
I suppose I do enjoy these sessions, and it puts me back on track. So yeah, basically it just keeps me on track, keeps me, cacks me out a bit.
Yeah, we know what these sessions do. How do you feel about them?
I don't mind them.
Okay, very good.
Yeah.
See, he's become so conditioned now to always look in the camera and give like a monologue about what's happening that he's actually lost who he really is. Hobbo's actually a lot of fun. Don't be fooled by these videos.
And Ben isn't. Ben's a hard taskmaster. Master.
I can speak coherently though, so that's one point to me. So Hobbo meets here on a regular basis and we go through things like the in-body stats. We take measurements. What else happens here?
We laugh a lot.
Yeah, when you come in.
Sorry.
Try again. Yeah.
I feel like I'm doing my trick modeling again.
Yeah.
So I've taken a look at Hobbo's results and we have...
Out of all the sessions that Hobbo does, this is my favorite, where he sees Kayla, the biokineticist. This is Kayla, she is the biokineticist. If you know what a biokineticist is, what is it?
So biokineticists can help with prehab, rehab. We do all exercise-based therapy. Biokinetics means life through movement, so everything we do is through exercise.
So pretty much everything Hobbo needs all in one person, right here.
So working with Hobbo has been amazing so far. Really.
At this point, Hobbo just finished his first proper triathlon, so he's feeling very stiff, and he was actually quite excited about this session coming around.
Not so much anymore.
and then the first stretch happens and he's like, sore face.
What's going on, Hobbo?
I'm having my calves rolled out now.
Is this one of the harder things that you have to get
This is
through?
one of the most unpleasant things you will ever experience.
Yeah, how much pressure are you putting down on him right now?
Quite a lot. He should be in quite a bit of pain. They're very, very tight. He's never stretched his calves in his life until now.
Kayla also probably swears the most out of all the outtakes.
It just allows you to perform better. Oh fuck, that up.
That's what happens. This whole thing is actually really unscripted. You probably noticed this. It's completely unscripted. So the reason why it's unscripted is because if I were to storyboard this kind of stuff and I would email people like, we're going to say this, this, and this, it'll be a little bit too rigid. So we want the story to kind of just evolve organically. And it's the same with Hobbo. I don't know what he's going to be like the next time I see him. I don't know what he's going to react to in every single session. So completely unscripted. I'm literally telling people like, okay, say things around this. And then I hope for the best. And thankfully the people we work with are really, really good. So Kayla's great, Ruth's incredible, Lindsay really just, he's so good at this kind of stuff as well. It's just a really great team in that respect. But this is difficult. Hey Hobbo.
Very difficult, Ben.
Okay, so I'm just looking for a little bit, remember, in your own time.
Okay.
In your own time, be casual.
But I don't know what to do with my arms. I really
Keep exactly what you are. Hi, I'm Hobbo, follow my journey. I'm going to do amazing things because I'm Hobbo.
Follow regular updates. No. Okay. Follow regular updates on Biogen social media channels, and you too could also win experience, unique programs, and other prizes.
So when it comes to Hobbo's exercise kind of element of the whole Biogen journey, there's no one better than Coach Lindsay Perry. Lindsay, I'm going to put you on the spot straight away. What are the chances of Hobbo finishing the half Ironman in June?
Look, I'm pretty confident I'll get him across the line. I was stoked that he finished his first sprint, but on our proper analysis of it, and that's why we had a fairly heart-to-heart chat this week, we got to get him faster. So, I mean, I've got absolutely no doubt that he's going to go the distance, but we've got to get him faster. At the moment, he's going to really struggle to make the bike cut off, and then he will really struggle to make the run cut off. So we've got time. I'm glad we chose one in the middle of the year, so we've got a good 6 months from the time that the year starts. But yeah, I mean, it's not going to be quite as easy as I first thought.
There's worries about the swim whether I'll panic halfway through and go, geez, I can't stand up after, like, you know, 1.9 k's is a long way to swim in the sea. Number two, my biggest worry I think at the moment is the bike. It's actually completing 90 k's on a bike in the given time limit. And then I think the run as well. I mean, I suspect I'll walk quite a bit of that, but ideally run as much of it as I can.
Okay.
But I mean, if you had told me 3 months ago that I'll be doing that sprint triathlon that I did a couple of weeks back, I wouldn't have said that either. So.
Now, the interesting thing about Lindsay is that he's a one-take wonder, so I have no other behind-the-scenes stuff of him. I've got footage for days of everyone messing up with this kind of thing, but I always make a time to film him, whether it be whenever it's relevant for his episode. I set up the camera, I say, we need to talk about this, and just bam, one take. So, if there was an award for best person to work with on this, Lindsay, it's definitely you, and I appreciate that. It saves time.
Thanks a lot, man. Look, it's just practice. I've been literally doing this for 15 years, so that's really all it is.
Yeah, so check out the Coach Perry platform because he can get you from like Hobbo to athlete or whatever you need physically. I mean, if he's this good on camera, imagine what he can do for you in the actual realm of athletics, sports, fitness, stamina, anyway. Okay, and who's your favorite person to work with on this whole project?
Tyler Jade.
Oh, thanks, Hobbo. That's so nice of you.
Okay, so Tyler, so you see those amazing graphics in the start of every episode and at the end of every episode? Well, that's Tyler. Tyler put that together. Tyler also made Hobbo this chart that you'll see at some stage.
This is my Biogen journey calendar. So each day I'll stand just over here and then take a picture basically from where that camera is now of the journey. This is also my foam roller. It was recommended by Kayla to roll out my back when it's stiff, like it was yesterday after my 60k cycle.
Jeez, humble brag, eh? 60k's in the weekend.
And then what? What else do you want me to say? What else? What else do you want?
What else?
People often ask what supplements Hobbo is taking, what other nutritional products he's taking, and when people always think supplements, I think protein shakes. Now, me with my sort of slender build, I need protein shakes, I need this. Hobbo's trying to slim a bit, as you can find out by now. So this isn't kind of the stuff that he needs. Hobbo's got a lot more things that kind of help his body go through the process, the amazing transformation process of becoming healthier. So glutamine's one of your big ones.
Yeah,
Love
muscle
gluten.
recovery.
Also good for gut health. Hobbo had a gut. He's losing his gut though. Omega-3 fish oils, that's very good for you. The B complex, the super potency.
Saves us having an injection in our bum.
That's also quite good. But yeah, he takes multivitamins. Hobbo, what are your favorites though? I mean, look, the base of vitamin C, these are all good supplements to provide a healthier way of life rather than always thinking the muscle.
One of my favorites. Well, magnesium and iron are pretty decent.
So those were really essential at the beginning because Hobbo's energy levels were quite low. Like he looked quite pale about the face. So the magnesium and the iron, that was also very helpful. And then the race fuel we touched on recently. That's got a stimulant in, doesn't it?
Caffeine, yeah.
Gives a bit of a push during the race. So if you want to know what else Hobbo's been taking, and he doesn't take a lot of things, he takes the essential things, and that's the whole thing with Biogen's products, is that they are particularly pure and it is for the healthier side of things. But you go onto the Biogen Journey website, which we punt every single week, you can see all the products he takes, and of course you can have them yourself. Once I've managed to film everything for one episode, what I do is I bring it all onto my edit suite. I use Final Cut for this. And well, it's quite simple really. I get everything in sequence the way I want to kind of tell the story. And then once I have everything that I like in sequence in the visuals, I then kind of make notes about what the narration is going to be. So obviously every episode has a sort of like a certain story to it. And from there, it's just about joining the dots and making sure that it obviously fits within a certain time period. We try not to make the videos go more than 4 minutes. Sometimes, like episode 7, it did go over 4 minutes because there was more of a story to tell. But we try to keep it as sort of punchy as we can because we're looking for people to kind of share this video and obviously be able to watch it without getting too bored. So a lot of pressure to always make sure we had that mix just right, while also still telling a unique story about Hobbo's Biogen journey. I use this little guy over here. And this is what I record the voice with. I literally just put it down, have a pretty quiet space, and yeah, that's it. The voice of the Biogen journey. I don't try to put it on, I just get into a rhythm and I don't know. I can't say I've got a particular style I try, I just try to tell the story. That's Hopkins. He always watches. Hey Hoppies. So but I think that's it. I think that's behind the scenes wrapped. Like we've covered a lot. Last final thoughts about what are you enjoying about this?
Feeling fitter, losing weight, yeah, feeling healthier. I mean, I'm not just saying that because of the camera, I actually am.
But it's amazing how when making this video, we saw you back in September, sort of how we look at you now. And like you do genuinely look so much better and just, you've got a lot more color to you. You're a lot healthier and happier from what we see.
Happier because I understand how you work now, Ben.
Also that. Keep following Hobbo's Biogen journey on their social media channels. And if you're going to start your own Biogen journey in 2019, well, let us know and you can win great weekly prizes.